Very good evening and welcome to this special presentation which is coming to you on NDTV from Tripura. I am in the state capital Agartala. We've reached here and in the next few days, because the polling is on 16th, then of course the campaigning ends on 14th itself, we'll try and decode what is Tripura thinking ahead of this very crucial poll, because Tripura, ladies and gentlemen, kickstarts the massive, line up to the polls. From starting with Tripura, there are 9 states in this year which will be going to the polls, and then of course the big battle of 2024 as well. A lot of activity, and as soon as you land in Agartala, you'll come out of the airport. You'll know that this state is going to see elections, largely huge machinery and massive campaign material being put all across by the Bharatiya Janata Party. But this lovely location, let me just tell you first about this. In fact, this is the Raj Bari. This used to be at one point of time the Assembly of Tripura, which has now been shifted. This is a very, very important, to say the least, landmark in the state capital. And this sign, I love Agartala, a good selfie point for a lot of people. But because Amit Shah was here, the Home Minister, the BJP is putting their entire might, using massive resources as well in this election. I went to his road show. He was doing a road show today. He did 2 rallies and a road show. I met some very colorful supporters of the BJP, and then of course the road show as well. Very known chants of Jai Shri Ram was also heard as far as that rally is concerned. And throughout, I'll try and keep getting you sense from every political quarter, how they are preparing. But before we do that, very quickly, just give you an overall sense of this battle of Tripura. What is the politics, how it is stacked up in the upcoming election. 28 lakh voters are going to exercise their franchise, and tribal voters are very, very important in Tripura. 30% are tribal voters, 20 seats are reserved for the scheduled tribes in the state, 10 for the scheduled caste. The BJP and its ally IPT did exceedingly well in the last election as far as the tribal votes are concerned. The BJP rose from a 2% to a 43.59% in 2018 election. CPIM vote share in 2018 was for 42%. The BJP has changed 2 chief ministers ahead of the polls. 5 BJP MLAs have moved to the opposition parties. 3 IPFT MLAs have shifted to Tripura. Tripura, ladies and gentlemen, it could be the X factor as far as this election is concerned. We'll talk in detail about that as well. BJP faces challenge of coming back to the power, and of course, Tripura is the emerging contender against the BJP, and then a complete coalition now working of 2 very diverse parties, Congress and the left, coming together. What are the key poll issues in Tripura? Unemployment is a major issue. In fact, in the CMI report of January 23 said that there is 16% unemployment in Tripura, which is among the highest in the northeastern states. Law and order, political violence is a big issue in Tripura. In 2021, the state recorded highest cases of political violence. This goes contrary to the BJP's claim that they have been able to curtail that trend. Now, Greater Tripura land, or a separate state for tribals, is something that is a very important issue in the tribal areas. On the other hand, the Bru refugees, that is also a problem that a lot of people are talking about in Tripura as well. But as I promised, let me first get you what I saw on the ground. I will have experts here, local journalists, those who will be talking to us, giving us a broader sense as far as this entire state election is concerned. But first, take a look at this road show that took place today. So what I did, I went and I saw some preparations for the road show. So let's just take a look at the ground report from the preparations, and then of course the Amit Shah road show which took place just a short while back in the state capital, Agartala. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this beautiful dance which is happening behind me, the art form is from Manipur. And it's called the Raj Nitya. But all these, lovely dressed women, those who are here, don't confuse this. I'm not in Manipur, but in Agartala. But this is the preparation for the roadshow of BJP senior leader and Home Minister Amit Shah, who is expected to come here in Agartala for a roadshow, 2 election rallies today. And this is now, I mean, the last few days for the campaigning to end. 14th is when the campaigning ends. The Bharatiya Janata Party, which is the incumbent here, putting all their might in the elections of Tripura. So you'll get a flavor, a lot of flavor, not only from the northeastern state of Tripura, but also, from other states as well. The BJP hoping, trying to be a dominant force as far as the northeast is concerned. And everywhere that we will go in this road show or the rally of Mr. Amit Shah, you'll find these stops where welcome points have been made and such cultural programs are happening. While this is a pleasant sight, but the politics of Tripura largely has been marred with a lot of violence. That's one of the big challenge as far as the central forces and the election commission is concerned. But let me just confine myself to the BJP and what is happening right now as far as the politics is concerned. A lot of the supporters of the BJP and these ladies ready to welcome the Home Minister with these flowers. आप लोग हिंदी बोल लेते हैं? थोड़ा? कौन सा फूल है ये और आप लोग किसके इंतजार में खड़े हैं? मोदी जी के, अमित शाह जी के। अच्छा, तो उनके स्वागत के लिए खड़े हैं। आप लोग बीजेपी से हैं, पार्टी से हैं। तो इस बार आपको लग रहा है सरकार वापस आ जाएगी? आएगी। पक्का। क्यों आएगी?
अच्छा काम किया 5 साल में अच्छा काम किया है, इसीलिए आएगा।
अब वो जो ऑपोजिशन कह रहा है कि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इतना बढ़ गया है, उसमें कुछ नहीं करा है,
वो तो बोलना है, बोले गए। बहुत काम हुआ है त्रिपुरा में, बहुत काम हुआ है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी हुआ है, बहुत हुआ है।
सीएम 2 बार बदल दिया है, इसके बाद भी आप लोगों को लगता है कुछ?
ये तो पार्टी का बंदरी का व्यापार है। इसमें पब्लिक का कोई रिलेशन नहीं है।
पब्लिक को बस काम चाहिए।
बहुत काम हुआ है।
So, largely the people that you'll meet here, it's also expected, right? I mean, these are BJP supporters, so of course there will be a lot of voices in support of the Bharatiya Janata Party, but the fact remains that the BJP is really putting in a lot of strength, a lot of their might as far as this election is concerned. Okay, what we have been told is that I think the Home Minister is about to arrive. आने वाले Home Minister साहब?
हाँ, अभी
कितनी देर में?
ये अभी 15-20 मिनट में आ जाएंगे।
तो रोड शो आज के कैसा हुआ है? बाकी जगह पर अच्छा हो रहा है?
एकदम सेम ऐसे यहाँ पे जैसे दिख रहे हैं, सेम टू सेम पूरा रास्ते में ऐसे ही खड़ा हुआ है।
पर ये सब तो बीजेपी के सपोर्टर लोग खड़ा हुआ है।
नहीं,
लोग भी आ रहे हैं,
बहुत सारे लोग खुश होकर अपने घर से भी ये सपोर्ट करने के लिए आ गया।
बाहर से लोग भी आ रहे हैं, जुड़ रहे हैं लोग। So as I said, that it is elections, ladies and gentlemen, and politics around it also becomes largely about optics. And if you go by that, the BJP has an upper hand. As soon as I landed in Agartala, every inch of the city has been completely been covered with the BJP flags. If you go by that, the BJP is in fact putting their entire electoral machinery, resources in this election to make sure that the opening match of the 2023 long marathon of state elections, 9 state elections, starting with Tripura, and then of course the big battle of 2024, BJP puts its best foot forward. I'll get you a glimpse of the Amit Shah road show as well. Stay tuned. This is Ankit Tyagi with my colleague Sanjoy reporting from Agartala. When it comes to putting a show of high octane, BJP at this moment never falters because the Bharatiya Janata Party is unmatched in the kind of resources that they spend in an election campaign. We are coming to you from Agartala, and right now what you see is a road show of Home Minister Amit Shah, who is, while we are speaking, going through the roads of Agartala. Massive arrangements. There were many cars, many drummers, and of course on each side there are people, those who are waiting in for the Home Minister's roadshow. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, the key strategist of the Bharatiya Janata Party, also with the Home Minister. At this moment, you will see all these women, those who have been waiting here, showering petals at Amit Shah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a high-octane battle, and the BJP has put in their entire might in this campaign, and the result is such massive road shows, rallies. Tomorrow the Prime Minister is also going to be here to ensure that right at the end, this is the last push. When the voters go and vote, they are only thinking of this massive campaign that the BJP has put out. Just look at it. You will find multiple BJP flags, balloons, people, and this would give you a sense of how the BJP is running this campaign in contrast with other political parties. There is no doubt about the fact that the kind of ये लोग जो हैं यहाँ पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के समर्थक वो पूरी एक मोटरसाइकिल रैली भी निकाल रहे हैं. The kind of resources that the BJP uses is of course unmatched by all the other political parties. But this kind of show on the streets of Agartala, the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to ensure that no stone is left unturned in trying to get the government back in the state of Tripura, where it will be very, very important for the BJP to start with a win in the year 2023 ahead of the 2024 elections and the crucial state elections. This is Ankit Tyagi reporting with my colleague Sonjoy from Agartala for NDTV. You know, what was very interesting to see at this rally was once again the massive chants of Jai Shri Ram. I mean, you thought that you'll hear those chants in Uttar Pradesh and other places, but that has been a mix that the BJP wants to utilize in Tripura as well. Jai Shri Ram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Then of course, what is called the Labharti, the kind of schemes that they have brought in for the people. So a mix of all those things is what the BJP is hoping is going to be a potent mixture for them to grab the power back in the state of Tripura. Let me very quickly, just to get an understanding from the ground here, introduce my guests, those who are joining me at this moment. Dr. Viswendu Bhattacharjee is with us. He's a journalist and an author, covers the Northeast, keeps a very close eye on the state of Tripura. We also have Jayanta Bhattacharjee, a senior journalist who's joining us at this moment. So thank you so much to both of you for joining me. I just want to understand from you, we saw massive might, election campaign and the machinery that the BJP has deployed in this state to try and regain the control as far as the politics is concerned, or win the state back. But for somebody who is watching the election on the ground, sitting in Agartala, why is this election so different?
It is different because if you see the election that was held in 2018, it was between BJP and CPIM. But before that, elections were generally fought between Congress and CPIM. So they were the arch rivals in the elections. But in 2018, actually BJP, which earlier was securing only 2% of vote,
yes.
But a lot of people, MLAs, they had jumped to BJP, and BJP then gained ground. They
suddenly they became a party over 40%.
Yeah, 40%. But this time it is again different because those two arch rivals, CPIM and Congress, has shared their seats.
Yeah.
They has stitched an alliance this time. And
But then there is a TMC factor, there is Tripura Motha.
yeah, I am telling. You know that a regional party, Tripura Motha, led by Royal Scion Pradot Kishore Deborma, suddenly it became so strong, even in the 2001 Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council, they could win, and they could defeat BJP also. So after that, it became stronger.
Yeah. What I want to understand from you is that Congress and the left coming together. Very unlikely alliance, right? Nobody in Tripura would have thought that people, those who have been literally killing each other's, that's the allegation, right, of the political violence. Is this just an opportunistic alliance, or can there actually be on the ground a strategic alliance where vote transfer does take place?
So, according to me, it's basically it's setting the tone for 2024. Because this left party is wanted to fight with BJP at national level, and they have started working from Tripura, and that's why it is different. And if you look at the Tripura perspective, in Tripura, it is now, according to me, it is something like going to be a Sikkim, Nagaland, or Arunachal Pradesh. There, where the regional party is taking the role. Here also, this is what Jyotoda said, this Tripura Motha has taken the biggest role here, and other party, the national party in Tripura, this national party, this local party used to be with the national party, local parties, but
Yes.
this is for the first time. All the parties are just behind him because they wanted him to be in the boat. So according to me,
and tribal vote is in any case in Tripura very important. 20 seats are tribal reserve seats. Does the Tripura Motha or Pradyut's area of influence, is it only just those 20 seats, or is he also gaining traction in other areas as well? He's fighting more than 40 seats.
Yeah, actually he has influence over the tribals only. So in the tribal areas, basically the tribal council area, which constitute 2/3 of the state territory, there they will be doing very well. But outside the ADC area, there are some pockets of the tribal votes.
Okay.
There I hardly doubt they will get a single seat.
Okay.
That is
Outside the tribal areas, but they could get enough seats to be important players in post-poll scenario.
Yeah, what I am seeing, that there can be a hung assembly this time.
Right.
And in that case, Tripura Motha can be the kingmaker.
The king could be the kingmaker actually, but what about the TMC? Does TMC have any traction? Because it is also a prestige battle for Mamata Banerjee. I mean, they want to expand outside West Bengal. This is the first election. If they don't perform well, then this will send across a message in other northeastern states as well, where they are hoping that they would be able to do well.
I think Mamata Banerjee's case is only for the 6% votes. They wanted to be get the tag of national party. This is their agenda. And I just want to add what Jyotoda said. There are the 13 assembly constituencies out of this 20, where the tribal vote is a factor, because they have a significant presence in the tribals of those 13 seats, where these tribals are taking a lead role.
Yeah.
And not only in tribal areas, in some Bengali populated areas where the people are still have a respect to the royal family, they are also liking this kind of attitude of Tripura Motha, because this is for the first time this Pradyut Kishore Manikko is taking a strong base. He's saying that I am not going with anyone. People will come to me and they will come.
So he already in his head trying to play the kingmaker. But the fact remains, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll keep bringing these local important voices, the watchers of the election on the ground. The fact remains that this is an exciting election in Tripura. It's unlike what we have seen before. Yes, the last election in 2018 was exciting for the fact that a 20-year-old rule of Manik Sarkar was ended by the Bharatiya Janata Party. And as our senior journalist was telling us, every trick in the book was employed. Getting MLAs on their side, getting the local people on their side, getting the regional and the local cadre onto their side. But the fact remains that this time Tripura, also, if you're sitting in Delhi and thinking, why should I be interested in Tripura? It is setting some sort of model, to say the least, for the opposition and also for the BJP for the upcoming elections of 2024 as well. So it will be a very exciting election, and trust NDTV, we on the ground will get you the latest here from Tripura in the next few days.